Hi, I'm Lucas Samara, and today I'm going to show you how to shoot a picture or photograph with a pinhole camera. Now, if you don't know what a pinhole camera is, this is one right here. And so basically the idea behind it is that it's what they call a camera obscura, which is before they had cameras, what they do is they just have a big empty room with nothing but a hole on one side, and the light from outside would project an image of what's there onto that wall. So this is just like that, except on the back side right here, there's taped to it, there's some photo paper. And so when we lift this flap here, it's going to expose that photo paper, and then we'll just develop it and we'll have an image. So once you have your pinhole camera all loaded up with paper in there, you want to just take it out to wherever you're going to photograph. And when you do that though, make sure that the front hatch here is shut very tightly. You don't want any light accidentally entering it when you're not intending to shoot. And so when you find what you want to shoot, just set it down on an even surface, and then you're going to open the hatch and give it about 11 seconds of exposure. That's about enough time for it to appear clearly on the paper. And so once you cut those out, just shut it, and then you're going to carry it back to your darkroom. So we're going to shoot the arches right here on our campus. So I have the camera set evenly on this table, and so let's just give it some exposure. So open this up and count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So now that I showed you how to expose your pinhole, I'm going to hand it off to Grace right here, and she's going to show you how to develop.
So now we're in the dark room, although it's not very dark because it's hard to film in the dark. And here is our pinhole, but without real paper in it, because exposing photo paper is not a good idea. So we're just going to show you, with the lights on, how to do the procedure, and at the very end you'll get to see what it will actually look like. So you would take your photo paper from your pinhole and put it first into the developer. Now the thing is, not every piece of paper is going to be the same. So you have to keep an eye on your paper and see how it looks in the developer and see if it's developing the way that you want it to. So because this isn't real photo paper, I'm just going to move it on to the next one, but you have to play it by eye to see if that's the right thing for you. So then you drip the paper, move over to the stop. Now it doesn't have to stay in the stop for very long, just a couple seconds. You tap it down with your tongs, you flip it over so that you make sure that it gets completely covered in the chemical, and you drip it so that you don't mix the chemical very much, and then you move it to the fix. Now it has to stay in the fix for about 5 minutes, so you can flip it over, you can pat it down with tongs, and then you just let it chill. Okay, so now that our pinhole negative has been in the fix for 5 minutes, we're going to take it out and we're going to get to look at it in the light. Now I know the lights are on in this shot, but just for video quality's sake. So we're going to walk over here to where the little lamp is, and now we get to see what the pinhole negative looks like. Okay, so then you take your negative, you have to wash it for 5 minutes, so put it in this guy for 5 minutes. So, it's been in the wash for 5 minutes, you take it out, you move it over here to the glass and to the squeegee. So, take it with the shiny side with the picture, you have that up, and you just squeegee some of the water off of it. After you squeegee, you move over to the dryer where it dries even more. Now, there's not really a set amount of time because each paper is different, like I've said, so you just kind of wait until it's completely dry and then you're good.
So Grace just showed you how to develop the negative, which is the paper that you get right out of the pinhole camera. But unless you want to be looking at an inverse image, then you gotta take this and make it into a positive, and that's what we'll show you next.
So now we've dried our negative, and we're going to take another piece of photo paper, blank photo paper, and turn it into a positive. Now, this isn't real photo paper, as I have to remind you, and we have our foam and glass. They're found in every station, and what you do is you take the emulsion side of the blank photo paper, also known as the shiny side. If you do this, look in the light, if it's shiny, then that's what you're supposed to do. So have that side up, and then you have the shiny side, the emulsion side of your negative, you have that face down. So there's like a little sandwich, and all you see is white. Now, you put the glass on top of it, and you have your light all the way open, and the timer is set to 15 seconds. So you press the little red button, and you expose that guy for 15 seconds. So developing your pinhole positive is just the same as developing your negative. You put the paper in the developer and watch it to see if it is in there for as long as it should be, like to see if the photo looks as you want it to. Then you move it into the stop for a few seconds, then in the fix for 5 minutes, look at the light, you wash it, you dry it, and you got yourself a photo. And now we have our developed positive, so we're going to just wash it and dry it as we did the negative.
So, first we developed the negative, and what we just showed you was developing positive. And you can see how they look side by side, and that's how you shoot a pinhole photo. Thanks for watching.